basketball fans, you are looking live inside T-Area High School's Thunder Alley Gymnasium here in a mild T, South Dakota, as we welcome in the 1-4 West Central Trojans. We welcome back the band. That's great to have them back. And the 1-4 Trojans taking on the red-hot 7-0 T-Area Titans. I'm proud to be joined tonight by our producer, the state champion baseball coach, Rick Williamson, and the coach himself, Les Stroder, my partner. I am merely Shad Hockey. Separated by 15 miles, these two meet up once again tonight, this time in T, South Dakota. The Trojans started the year winning big on the road in Baltic. They won by 58 in Baltic. They had the tables turned, losing to Vermilion 55-32. They lost to Groton 45-35, and then to Centerville by 18. 2 nights ago, these Trojans played Elk Point Jefferson. They lost that one by 15, 69-54. After that resounding win over Baltic, it's been a tough few weeks for West Central. A win tonight would certainly right the ship, get them back to their winning ways. The T-Area Titans opened up the season with a sluggish first half versus Dakota Valley, in which they would pull away in the second half, win that one by 25. The next 3 were 3 blowouts where they started extremely fast. How fast? The average after the first quarter in each game was about 26-6. And so lopsided wins against Tri-Valley, Del Rapids, and Brookings, then a 7-point win at home over Brandon Valley, in which the Titans were really in control the whole game before a late push by the Lynx. On Saturday at the world's only Corn Palace in Mitchell, the Titans used a school record 8 threes by sophomore Ellie Clayberg to coast to a 77-44 East River win over West River Rapid City Christian. And so Comets fell on that day. 8 o'clock in the morning game. I couldn't believe it. We were done playing at 9:11 a.m. Just 2 days ago, the Titans faced a tough road test in one of the best venues in Class A down in Vermilion. The Titans came away with a 9-point, 51-42 win to put them at 7-0. And so what's the history look like between these two teams? Well, this rivalry dates back to 2006, where the teams first met. The Titans actually took that one by 3 for the first and last win in this series. That's right. The Titans had 3 future college players on that team back in 06, a D1 player, a D2 player, an NAI player. The Titans started strong that year, and then the wheels came off, to be honest. Those 3 future college players transferred out at the end of the year. One went to O'Gorman, the other 2 went to West Central. How dare they? However, the Trojans would come back the following year, win the State A championship. They would go on to dominate the Titans every year since. How bad have they dominated the Titans? Well, 16 in a row in this series. Every win was by double digits until last year, where the Titans were able to fight their way within 8. So, Coach McCaffrey, 20 years with the Trojans. He's gone 275 and 110. They made that state championship and won it over who, Les?
Del Rapids.
Del Rapids. And then they went back to 6 more State A tournaments. If we are being honest, for the mere point of being informative, the Titans' past hasn't been so impressive. In fact, the Titans had a 6-year stretch that saw them win just 7 games in that time, when West Central was enjoying so much success. These Titans were winless for over 2.5 years, and before Adam Shoresman arrived to T-Area via Harrisburg High School, the Titans had celebrated 1 winning season in their first 15 as a school. Hey, we're giving our West Central fans some info on what the Titans used to look like. Enter Shoresman, now in his 6th year at the helm. And the Titans have had 4 winning seasons in a row, 5 of their last 6. And so as far as history goes, this is actually uncharted waters for both teams a little bit. West Central enters this one as the underdog for probably the first time in this entire 16-year series. The Trojans also sport a losing record for the first time this late in the season since 2009. And the Titans, a one-time doormat in Class A, have their sights set on a historic season as this program in the 21-year history of this young school and all the great players we've seen, such as Alyssa Brown, Carly McKinney, Bailey Conrad, Des Patswell, Olivia Ritter, and others, for all their efforts, for all the hopes and prayers of Titans fans around the world, among the many Christmas hopes and dreams of my partner right here, Les Schroeder. The
Yes.
Titans have never enjoyed the spoils, the adulation, the achievement, the sheer joy
Of a state tournament?
the crowning accomplishment of a tournament as Les Schroeder jumps the shark for the first time tonight.
That's right.
So, Les,
Yes, sir.
can that change this year?
It can
and if so,
change.
how can it change? And Les, in this holiday season still, tell me, please, my friend, is it going to change this year?
It's going to change this year. The Titans are going to go to the state tournament for the first time in school history in March.
Oh, thank goodness.
I hope so, anyway. No, I'm just kidding. No, the Titans are going to go to the state tournament, one, if we stay injury-free for the rest of the year.
Okay.
We have 14 games left after this one. We got to stay injury-free. Okay. Didn't you say the last game in Rapid City or in Mitchell that our sophomore Ellie Clayburgh had a school record 8 3-pointers?
8 trifectas.
Okay. So if she continues to stay hot for the rest of the year,
Apologies to Liv Ritter and Bailey Conrad. They hold the previous record with 7.
yes, they did. She is one of our keys down the stretch here. If she can continue to play at the level that she's playing at, it's no secret. All these other teams that are going to play us, they know Ellie Clayburgh, sorry, not Ellie Ritter. Ellie Clayburgh is a shooter. Ellie Ritter used to play a long time ago. But anyway, and then our third key is probably we have to get one of the top 5 or 6 rankings to play in the SODAC 16. We cannot. I don't want to be like ranked 8, 9. I want to be a higher seed to go to that SODAC 16 to get a chance to get into the state tournament.
I agree. I'm going to introduce you to the West Central starters. After I do that, I want you to tell us a little bit about West Central, what the Titans need to do to get their second win in 17 years against Coach McCaffrey's team. Number 3, Molly Anderson, a 5'7" junior, 9 points, 5 rebounds, 3 steals per game, their leading scorer, along with number 10, Alexa Bournes, 5'10" senior, 9 points, 3 rebounds a night for her. Number 12, Giselle Jarding, more on her later, 5'6" senior, 8 points and 3 steals per night. Number 24 is Emily Stofferin, 5'9" senior, 3 points, 5 rebounds per contest for her. And then Mara Schultz, a 5'7" junior, wearing number 32. She gets 5 points, 3 assists tonight. They'll go about 9 to 10 deep off the bench, bring in 8th grader Casey Cotton and senior Clara Nelson, sophomore Leah Kramer. Her sister Addie played here, of course. Abby Thornton is a sophomore. They come off the bench. I think Kramer, Thornton, Stoffer, Jarding, all names that stand out. I think they've had multiple standouts for the West Central Trojans at different levels.
Yep.
As we have watched getting ready for this game and watched West Central, what stands out to you, both good and bad?
Well, something good that stands out is, they'll take as many threes as they can. Coach McCaffrey does not really run a lot of sets. He'll like to get up and down the floor if he can. So they're not afraid to shoot it. If they're going to be open, they're going to let it fly. It don't matter from 1 to 5.
That's right.
All 5 girls shoot the ball. Something bad that I've noticed that is they turn the ball over. If we can get our press, if we can get our 1-2-2 press going, and we get some steals from Katie, get some steals from Hayden and Maya, I think we stand a good chance of getting out and running and getting a good lead on them.
Yeah, I noticed that too. One more thing that I've noticed, and we'll keep an eye on it tonight. Hopefully we'll bring it up when it happens. They have really struggled in the third quarter.
Yes.
A lot of, I think the last game they played, they had 4 points in the third quarter.
Yes.
It's almost every game they're kind of in it. They're close at halftime. In the third quarter, it goes downhill. I don't know why.
One other thing that I did notice too watching that Elk Point Jefferson game is they struggle rebounding the basketball. Elk Point Jefferson got a lot of offensive rebounds and a lot of putbacks, and they just didn't find girls for some reason. And and Mara and Katie can take advantage of that. Ellie Clayburgh with her height, she can take advantage of that as well. And I think that'll really go forward with this game to show us how tall we actually use the height to our advantage.
Titans definitely have the size advantage down low. T-area starters, we're about 3 minutes away from ending our pregame show tonight. And we're so happy to have the band with us. And we'll turn it over to public address announcer Williamson. We've got a Williamson producer and a Corey Williamson.
I'll get it right. Yep.
Down behind the mic.
Yes, that's right.
Just helping Les out a little
yeah,
bit.
Exactly. Yes, I need all the help I can get. By the way, did you announce who our halftime guest is tonight?
Jump the Shark number 2.
Oh, there we go.
Let me introduce the starters.
All right.
Katie Vasika, 6'1", senior guard, finally 4-year starter for the Titans. More on this later. Became the Titans' all-time leading scorer last game.
Yep.
And she does everything. She is the school's all-time leading scorer, all-time leading rebounder, all-time leader in block shots, and more to come on that. South Dakota State commit. Honestly, she could have gone to about anywhere she wanted in the Power 5 schools. Mara Grant, a 5'10" senior, really has turned her game around since her sophomore year. She turned herself into a college player. She'll be playing at Dordt College starting next year, going to be a Dordt defender. And Grant is going to be, when she ends up, she'll be number 2 all-time leading rebounder behind Vasika.
Yep.
A really, really, really strong force underneath for the Titans, and she can step out and hit that 10-footer. She's 1 for 2 on the year for three-pointers, made a three-pointer her last game, too.
She did.
Ellie Clayberg, she'll wear number 11, and she is the Titans' three-point marksman. Again, she had 8 three-pointers down in the Corn Palace as we see SDSU Coach Johnston looking on in the bleachers and tee where he normally sits. Maya Weber, 5'3" senior. She's going to spearhead the Titans press. She's been quietly scoring 6-7 points every single game. Athletic wing player for the Titans. And so is her cousin, Hayden West, number 3. They'll kind of spearhead that press up front, very active and fast, and kind of a couple of pests for the Titans. And West, too, has to be guarded behind the arc. Titans actually have 4 or 5 girls that can make the three-pointer. Off the bench, Titans will go about 8 deep, maybe 9. Sophomore J.C. Babb, junior Reese Hammerquist, sophomore Anna Bindi, and sophomore Natalie Gass off the bench under a minute to go. Brad Coleman, Ryan Jackstrom, and one more. The referees are giving us grief up here. What have you got, buddy? 44 seconds to go.
Well, you know what
with less.
Well, no, what I got is I'm impressed that AJ is here tonight because he was in Arizona last night at 10 o'clock last night when I was listening to the Jacks game.
For an overtime game.
Double overtime game,
Yep.
110, 112. That is impressive that he got on the bench or got on the plane and came to T South Dakota tonight to watch Katie play tonight.
Maybe they landed and he never went to Brookings.
There you go. He might have not went home.
You know, one of these days, we're going to get him up here at halftime.
Yeah, I know. That would be great.
We'll tell you who we're bringing up at halftime once the game starts.
All right.
Turn it over to public address announcer Williamson.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to T Area High School for Titan Basketball. In tonight's contest, we welcome the Trojans of West Central High School. Playing your T Area Titans. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you please rise, remove your cap or hat, and pay honor to America with the playing of our national anthem. Please observe proper flag etiquette by standing at attention and placing your right hand over your heart. Active duty personnel or veterans not in uniform may salute the flag. The national anthem will be performed by the T Area Band under the direction of Stephanie Rannick. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem. Thank you. The schools participating in this event are members of the South Dakota High School Activity Association. They have adopted the rules under which this game is conducted. A strong commitment to excellence, fair play, and sportsmanship are all vital to this activity's success. Remember to cheer in a positive manner and to be respectful of the officials' decisions. To support a positive and safe atmosphere for Titan Pride and according to the conference rules, we ask that students of all ages remain in the student sections of bleachers or with parents. Your officials for tonight's game are Brad Coleman, Terry Jastrom, and Dan Forstrom. These officials are registered by the South Dakota High School Activity Association, and these individuals have worked hard to learn the rules and administer them at this event. We request that you respect their honest efforts in officiating this contest. Thank you. And now introducing the Titan cheerleaders. Amory Mosley, Sophia Dodd, Piper Stadfeld, Summer Honky, and Nicole Fettner. The girls are coached by Katie Peterson. Now introducing the starting lineups first for the visiting team, the West Central Trojans. At one guard, a 5'7" senior, number 3, Molly Anderson. At a forward, a 5'10" senior, number 10, Alexa Bourne. At a guard, a 5'8" senior, number 12, Giselle Jardy. At a forward, a 5'9" senior, number 24, Emily Stofferin. At another guard, a 5'7" junior, number 32, Mara Schultz. Assistant coaches for the Trojans are James Jenkins and Tony Lanham, and their head coach, Joe Caffrey. And now, introducing the starting lineup for your team, Area Titans. At one guard, a 5'4" senior, number 2, Maya Weber. At another guard, a 5'5" senior, number 3, Hayden West. And a forward, a 5'11" senior, number 10, Mara Grant. At a guard, a 5'6" sophomore, number 11, Ellie Labor. And another guard, a 6'1" senior, number 23, Katie Basica.
There they are, starters for the Trojans: Anderson, Bournes, Jarding, Stofferin, and Schultz. For the Titans, you've got West and Weber and Grant and Clayburgh and Basica. And not a great crowd from what we've been seeing. Maybe it's a little cold out, so if you get here before the first quarter ends, pull right up to the front door. Les will park your car, and he will go get it for you after the game as well.
That's right, I will.
We've had some good crowds this year, some good student sections.
Yes.
This one a little down, but hey.
I was going to say it's a whiteout by our crowd tonight, but
Right.
I mean, looks like it. We'll see.
And yeah, just to touch on AJ really quick, you know Brad Anderson, who called the game last night, and you didn't ask him what time they got in, but they might not even went home.
No, they went right to the airport. No,
AJ might not even went home. They might have landed at the airport, and he might have
came right over here.
Yeah.
That's right, because they had to get out because it was snowing and hard in Flag's Staff, Arizona.
Basica wins the 42nd straight tip. Here come the Titans. Ooh. Oh, West tries to force one down low, taken away by Alexa Bournes, the 5'10" senior. Here come the Trojans, Jarding, right-hand dribble, left side of the court. Switches it up, top of the key. This is Schultz, Mara Schultz, the 5'7" junior. 5 points a game for her. Stofferin. Keep an eye on Molly Anderson, number 3. She had 26 points 2 nights ago against EPJ. And like we told you, they can really shoot it. There she goes.
Yep.
She will shoot the 3. These Trojans will really kick the 3s up. That makes it kind of dangerous. Here's Katie Basica.
There's one from ours.
Off the back of the rim. Rebound, nice. Grant tried to kick it out, lost it, recovered by Bournes for the Trojans. 0-0, 1 minute in. Anderson, her second straight 3, this time off the back of the rim, no good. Knocked out of bounds by the Titans. It went off the hands of Clayburgh. With her grandpa and her brother in attendance, and I even guessed her brother's middle name.
You did?
Because grandpa's name is Dave. He played football at Iowa State. And so Cade's middle name is David or Dave.
Okay, Cade. David?
CD, Clayburgh.
All right, see.
Top of the key, Jarding loses it out of bounds. That's going to go to the Titans.
Sisters down in Iowa.
No, she's here tonight too.
She is?
Yeah.
Ooh.
I can't. You're usually the crowd watcher.
I am usually the. Well, I saw her coach, and that's what I mean. With his daughter there, so our boys basketball coach with his daughter. So I didn't see Sid today.
Vasika left wing to Weber. Weber forces it into Vasika off her hands, taken away again by Borns for the Trojans. Into the corner goes Molly Anderson, guarded there by Weston Weber. Anderson throws away. Vasika, 3 dribbles, 3 dribbles up the court, lays it in. 3 dribbles from the other side of the court. After the steal by Weston Weber. 2-0 Titans, 90 seconds in. There's Clayberg and Weston Weber. They force a turnover again. Vasika, 3 dribbles again. Lays it up and in. So this is all being generated so far by Weston Weber, and that time Clayberg as well. Vasika with her long 6'1" frame there to clean it up. 4-0 Titans.
Ooh.
Skip past
that one.
Stoffren. And now here's a pass down low. Left-handed layup. Good. Alexa Borns. The senior, 9 points a night for her. She is a 33% three-point shooter.
Well, I saw our Cassidy Gores is in the crowd tonight with her brother.
Down under Mara Grant. The assist by Weber.
Talked to him in school today.
Too easy for Mara. Full court press, giving the Trojans grief. They'll get it over with 2 seconds to spare.
Uh-oh, Jarding's wide open.
Cutting Jarding down the right-hand side, kicks it out. This is Schultz, her three-pointer just off the front of the rim. Rebound, no good. Jarding. And then knocked out of bounds, goes to the Titans.
There we go.
And we do have all 3 of these referees' phone numbers. If a tip would, they're going to say that's the Trojans' ball.
Didn't
now.
I teach Dusty Coleman, Brad's son, all he needed to know when I was at O'Gorman?
Oh, boy.
I mean, I'm just telling the truth
Dusty
there.
might
Dusty.
have another version.
No, I mean.
That's Dusty Coleman has a World Series ring from the
he does, but I taught
Kansas City Royals.
I taught him all his basketball skills.
Okay.
I mean, that's why he transferred to baseball.
I saw that documentary they did on you on Midcoast Sports where you didn't make a basket the whole time they were filming. So
no, I never did make a basket.
Maybe they edited it out.
They didn't. Yeah, no, maybe I didn't. No, I didn't make one.
Weber trying to find Grant underneath.
I wanted to make Hunter look better. That's what it did.
Knocked out of bounds by the Trojans. 26 on the shot clock, 5:17 game clock. We're going to call it. Well, I know the score and the time is on the screen, but we do have some. Ellie Clayberg off the front of the rim. No good. Mara Grant, her second rebound of the night. Here's Clayberg into the corner to West. She doesn't have a shot if she gathers the ball. And now there's Grant.
There you go.
To Clayberg, to Weber, just off the back of the rim. Rebound, Vasika. There's Weber again. Titans if they go quickly.
There we go. I thought she was going to shoot that.
Vasika does a great job kicking it out to Mara Grant. Left-handed dribble, kicks it out to Weber. 27 seconds on the shot clock. Foul by Schultz. Her first. Second team foul for the Trojans. Schultz has one. Stoffren has one. And so once again, if you didn't join us in pregame, shame on you. Halftime guest will be a good one. It's corner 3. Look at the rotation on that one.
Yeah, that was
good.
Yep.
Rebound by Borns. Here come the Trojans, down 6-2. 4:45 to go. They have about 5 seconds to get it across. And they will. Oh, they're going to almost throw it away. Halftime guest Julia Hawk, Titan volleyballer. That's the 3 by Anderson. She's 0 for 3 from behind the line now. And she's really putting the pressure on Mara Grant. Here comes Katie Vasika. Plays a little bit of point guard, a little bit of center, a little bit of everything. Switches hands, left-hand dribble, left side of the lane, out to Weber. Weber looking for a skip pass. Vasika double-teamed. Here's Weber again. Love to see her swing the ball. When Vasika's getting double-teamed like that, you'd love to see her swing the ball. Turnover, steal by Anderson. Here comes Stoffren. Stoffren got away with treble, or maybe she didn't. She didn't.
Nope. We got it.
Terry Jastrom says, listen, Stoffren, this isn't the NBA here.
That's right.
2 steps is all.
Right.
It's like that song, give me 2 steps left.
So where'd you say Julia was going?
Julia, Mount Marty,
Okay.
South Dakota. My daughter, this is a funny story. I'll tell it really quickly. My daughter, she's a freshman, said, I'm going to go to Julia's signing. And I said, okay, I'll drop you off. And she said, how are you going to drop me off? How am I going to get to school? 3-pointer. And Hayden West gets the rebound.
Good hustle.
Just off the front of the rim. West almost throws it away. She said, how am I going to get home? And I said, now thrown away by West. And I said, you just stay there and go to school. The signing was at 7:30 this morning. And she said, I'm going to go to school in Yankton. And I said, the signing isn't at Mount Marty. The signing is in T.
Yeah, she was confused. It was right over there by that T over there.
Yep. West out. Number 4, J.C. Babb, 5'3", sophomore, into the game. She's been the first one off the bench most games this year. But Julie does more than volleyball. She's a standout in the music room and in the classroom as well.
Yes.
And the steal almost for a second by Babb just into the game.
She's went to state choir. She's been to state band. She's been all over.
Yep. So that will be fun.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing her again.
And if you didn't join us in pregame, Mara Grant,
Ooh.
she had 6 steals in a game earlier this year, and then I think 4 in the next game. So now West comes back in.
Mara? She
Tells
had
her
9
cousin,
steals.
Or 9 steals. 9. She had 6 one game and 9 one game. That's right. She almost had a
school
triple-double.
record. Yeah, she almost had the school record.
Yep. And
And
look
so
at
that's
her.
one right there.
And on the ground she goes, and
There you go.
the possession arrow is going to stay with the Trojans. 11 seconds.
That was a good hustle by Mara. I'll give Twyla a shout out already early in the first quarter.
Mara was a good player as a sophomore and a good player as a freshman.
Well, yes.
Last year, we really saw her kind of slow her game down and really use her strength, and you'll see a dream shake out of her tonight.
I love those dream
She
shakes.
added that. That's going to be a travel. And slowing down, much like when we saw Bryn Schupner a few years ago, just has done wonders for her, and she uses her strength. She just plays with a lot of confidence. She'll take that elbow shot, that 10-footer, if you give it to her every time.
Yep.
And she's had some great games these last 2 years. And like we said, she'll end up her time here as the second leading rebounder in T history.
One other thing that the Trojans do is they play a lot of zones. So you got to move the ball quick and move it, find open gaps, and find that middle.
The trip is on number 4 for the Trojans, Raina Gehring. Junior, Ellie Clayberg, off the back of the rim. And this is the slowest the Titans have started in the first quarter in a long time. Bad news is they have 6. The better news is that's 3 times more points than the Trojans have scored. Mara Grant rips it down.
Like that rebound.
Wait, she plays aggressive.
Thought she was showing off her muscles when she was holding on to the ball.
Strong, and I think she's the record power lifter for the girls in T area high school history.
Could be one of them. She's up there.
Here's Clayberg on the wing, skip pass to
there
Vasika.
you go.
She'll take that and make that. Bam! Three-pointer, Vasika. AJ looks on, sees his prize recruit, scored 7 points so far this game, 2 layups, and then the three-pointer, almost a turnover for the Trojans.
There you go, Mara.
And this one is down to Clara Nelson.
Jarding.
Down to Stoffern. I'm sorry, Jarding.
Jarding scored.
Jocelyn Jarding, 5'6" senior.
Crafter was trying to call a timeout there before the inbound.
Oh.
They didn't get him. They didn't allow it.
He's going to be somewhat happy, just trailing 9-4, 2 minutes to go. First quarter, and kind of a forced pass inside by Vasika, saved by Mara Grant. Way downtown.
Almost
Vasika knocked out of bounds by the Trojans.
I thought that was like Caitlin Clark the other night for the Iowa Hawkeyes,
that was
where
outstanding.
Where she shot it from the beak of their logo, and won it in regulation for them.
So we've got Maya Weber back into the game for the Titans. On the floor for West Central, Casey Jatan, Molly Anderson, Abby Thornton. And then we've got still in there Mara Schultz and Raina Gehring in there. Some West Central fans were just here on Tuesday for wrestling. And that was a late night and kind of a wild night. And
But surprisingly, you were not here when I got back on the bus.
I got the heck out of here.
I was waiting for. I thought you were going to greet me at the door when I got back from Vermillion that
Titans,
night.
yeah, just another silly, unforced turnover. And McCaffrey yells go to Schultz, the 5'7" junior.
They'll run a 1-4 set here, and they'll try to kick it out to the wings. Or drive.
Referee Coleman says you traveled. Les was telling me pregame, and I really feel bad for you, partner, because you've had about 10 days off for Christmas. You've put in a 3-day work week, and the first thing you said to me is, I'm just drained today. I'm just drained today. And you said, I didn't eat good last night. And I said, when do you ever? Mara Grant, down low, the assist to West. There's that strength we were talking about.
Yes.
You had Dairy Queen. That's probably actually a step up for you, I think.
I did have Dairy Queen last night. Yes.
Baseline jumper by Thornton, no good. Rebound, Vasika, 11-4, 1 minute to go. Vasika, right-hand dribble, right side of the court, pulls up just inside the three-point line. In and out, rebound, Mara Grant. And it's going to be a jump ball or foul. It's going to be a foul, and that'll be on Schultz. That's her second.
Wow.
4th team foul for the Trojans, none for the Titans still. Anna Bindi checks in a little earlier than usual, but she's a good player. Usually it's Hammerquist checking in about now, the Hammer. There's Grant down low, double team,
Oh,
gets
nice,
out of
split it.
Throws it up.
There we go.
Counter, basket good.
Just
Marvelous Mara Grant.
marvelous
two.
Mara. Wow, I like that. She just split the defense and saw where she was on the court and used her strength to put it up and in.
5 team fouls on the Titans, and the Trojans, none on the Titans. Grant goes to the line, 78% free throw shooter on the air. She's been there a lot. Second most of the Titans, in and out and in.
Ooh.
14-4, biggest lead of the night, 51 seconds.
Thought you were going to jinx that.
No, she actually, I looked at the wrong one. She hasn't missed this year.
Mara hasn't?
Mara hasn't.
Oh.
No. Okay, I'm looking at the right one. Yeah, she's 80%. Okay. And too many stats. Last baseline jumper. Here's what I was going to say in that last one when I said they had 5 fouls, we had none. I was going to say, I'll guarantee you we're going to get at least one. I mean, no referee wants to leave the court with 5 fouls to 0.
I thought you and Coleman had something worked out there at the end of the quarter.
I have had the honest referees tell me that when it is lopsided like this, they have been told to kind of ease off on one end.
Oh, all right.
Call a little tighter on this
All right.
end. So that's some of my honest refereeing friends, and that's one of them.
Okay.
Brandon Valley Lynx up on the arrows like someone predicted.
It's early yet. 17-8 in the second quarter. I'm not.
Les is a big Watertown
Well, I gotta support.
fan.
I gotta support Mr. Bendy. I mean, he graduated from
running
Watertown.
jumper
Arrow.
by Bindi, no good.
See?
Rebound for Schultz. Here come the Trojans. This is Jatan.
Uh-oh, can't leave her
Good-looking
open.
8th grader. Baseline jumper, good 2-pointer. The Titans 10 seconds to go. Want to get the last shot. 8-14. Is that the right score?
Yeah.
Okay. Pump fake by Vasika. She's going to throw it up. No good. Ball out of bounds. Stays with the Titans. 4 seconds
can't.
left, so they can get a
Nope,
tip.
4 tips of a second. Yes.
Yep. You can get a catch and a shoot. Or you can. I would go for a tip to Grant here, or maybe a long 3. Nope, that's going to be it.
Oh.
Into the first quarter, 14-8. Titans lead. And congrats, to Katie Vasika. Like we said, 1484, 1,484. She surpassed Liv Ritter. Olivia Ritter scored 1,479 in her time as a Titan. Really similar to each other, both 4-year starters.
Yep.
If Katie moved here from New Prague after her 8th grade year, if she would have been here, probably would have started as an 8th grader. I remember thinking back in the time, Olivia should have started as an 8th grader here. She dominated 8th grade hoops. Olivia Ritter did, and it kind of just did her no good.
That was Scott Bendy's last year of junior high coaching before he moved up. And I remember those days, yes, because I coached with John Westoff of the 7th grade.
You done? Can I talk about Katie?
Sure, go ahead. Go ahead. You were talking about Liv, so I wanted to add on to Liv Ritter.
Comes in with 625 career rebounds. That's first. Ritter is second. Grant came in with 469. She's got 474. She had 5 rebounds.
Which, by the way,
in that first quarter.
Is that all right now? Am I good?
Nope. Vasika also the career leader in blocks. And when did she set that career mark?
Last year, wasn't it?
After her freshman year.
Oh, okay.
She broke the school's all-time leading blocks record.
Oh, okay.
Her first year playing as a sophomore, as a freshman. And honestly, that probably says more about the program than her.
Oh, all right.
Brittany Swinson used to hold it before.
She did.
Vasika double teamed on the baseline again, and it's a foul. Coach McCaffrey agrees. He's telling his players, keep your arms up when you've got her double teamed.
See, I was probably on the bench with our producer watching Brittany Swinson play then. You know.
Anderson, her first foul, first on the team. As we reset now, new rule. It's a great new rule, unlike the free throw rule, which is a terrible rule, but okay.
All right.
Change is good sometimes. Here's West out on the wing. Clayberg in the corner. Has only shot 1 3-pointer so far. Boy, down in the Corn Palace, they just left her open. That's a travel on West turnover. Titans 14-8. I think the thing that's going to stand out maybe most at halftime, if it keeps going like this, the unforced turnovers by the Titans, throwing it out of bounds, forcing passes in.
Yep.
And those are empty possessions. Easy, down low, basket, good by number 2 for West Central, Casey Jatan, just an 8th grader. So when she gets older, they'll say, pass the baton to Jatan.
Whoa.
And she takes over, and she probably will very soon.
All right. That was nice. I like
4 seniors starting.
Oh, travel? No.
Take it easy on Casey Jatan now. I don't know what you're dealing with. 4 in a row for Jatan. A 10-point lead is now a 2-point lead. 8-0 run for the Trojans. They closed out that first quarter really well, and they started the second quarter well. Running shot by Clayberg, no good. She gets the rebound, kicks it out. 3-pointer by West is no good. Here come the Trojans. Molly Anderson, 26 points her last game. She's going to travel.
Yep,
Great call.
Good call.
It was 3 quick steps, and it kind of made it easy. Not in front of Brad Coleman, he says.
Nope, Coleman's going to
Says, my son played Major League Baseball. I don't miss these things.
That's right.
The hammer is into the game now for the Titans.
There we go. Oh, the hammer.
So the warning has been sent to the West Central Trojans. Number 13 is Reese Hammerquist, 5'6" junior. And it plays on the inside. Strong player, great high jumper for the Titans.
Yep.
Top of the key, Clayberg.
There we go. Move it.
Oh,
Good
great zip pass there. That's going to be a little long. Rebound, Vasika. She goes up. Weird looking shot for her. Quick rebound, gets it again. Second rebound. Now goes up. Counter basket! Vasika!
Relentless on the glass there. Just went and got it and put it back in.
You saw her athletic ability. She missed the first one, got the rebound, and shot it while up in the air.
Yep.
You know, didn't even need to come down with it, and then got a second rebound. She's now got 6 rebounds on the night to go with 9 points. Good-looking free throw shooter, 80% in the year. That one is in and out. 4-point lead, 6 minutes till halftime. Blocking foul on the Titans. I think they're going to get that one on Weber.
The play-by-play guy from the Jack says hi, by the way.
Hi.
Brad Peterson.
Hi, Brad Peterson. The great play-by-play guy.
Great play-by-play. Well, he's one of 2. He's got him and Scotty. They combine it. Yep. Oh, that Jardine girl got loose.
And don't forget Tyler.
Well, Tyler Merriam calls all the men stuff.
I know, so. But he's still with the still a team.
I know. 16, Tyler's a great guy too.
Yep, absolutely. And then the steal for the Trojans by Jarding.
That Jarding girl could have been a Titan.
Yep, fouled by West. West goes to the bench. Babb comes back out. Why is that, Les?
Well, you know, she used to play for Roger Front and my neighbor, John Ganschow, when she was a 6th, 7th, and 8th grader, and I helped him out a couple of years, so I might have screwed her up a couple of years of that. But
she said she was coming here until she met somebody.
Yeah, exactly. So
shot down low by Schultz.
No, I was
rebounded by Hammerquist, throws it away. And there's Jatan again. Rebound again by Hammerquist, and they're going to call Jatan for that.
No, the Jardine family is a great family. She had an older sister that started for Caffrey and played all 4 years, and her sister is just as great. Comes from a great family. I've enjoyed getting to know them when they were. By the way, do you know the team?
The Hawkeyes. Horns checks in for Jatan.
You didn't even let me. Didn't even let me ask it. I mean, because we weren't the Titans.
Okay, it was either the Hawkeyes or the Blue Thunder.
No, well, the Thunder was his base. It was Roger Front's softball team.
Okay.
And it was
Clayberg in the corner.
It was the Hawks that Jardine played for, with like Sid. With
3-pointer in and out.
Sid and Emily and Mara Grant played on that team, and Rylan Conrad.
Rebound Hammerquist to keep it alive. Got it to Weber. Weber got the assist to Vasika for 2, 18-12.
Maya Weber and Hayden West and Hannah West used to play for that back when they were 6th and 7th and 8th graders. So yeah, Jardine family is an awesome family.
Good to hear. J.C. Babb playing tough defense on Jardine. Of course, they have Stauffer and these Titan women, they have great rivalry in soccer and softball. Well, we see Stauffer, and she hit a 2-run home run in that championship game this year where West Central beat us. And West Central had 6 consecutive softball unsanctioned championships in a row. This year was the first sanctioned team, and they won that one too over the Titans. 32 Schultz, that's going to be her 4th team foul. So Titans will be shooting the rest of the way.
I guess I shouldn't doubt you. Brennan Valley Lynx are up 27-16, 30 seconds left in the second quarter.
Good job by Weber to tip it to Clayberg. And the Trojans are really extending that defense beyond the three-point line.
You know, here's another thing that the Trojans have going for them too: is the longer they're in this game, the more confidence they're going to get.
Yeah, and only 2 points so far for Anderson, and she can score them in a hurry. And Babb to the free throw line for the T-Area Titans, up 6, almost halfway through the second quarter here. Babb in and out and in.
Did you create some trivia for Mr. Rick and I tonight?
We
or?
have Hartford, South Dakota trivia.
All right, I'm ready for it.
Yep.
Need to take him on.
2 in a row for Babb. Good job by the sophomore there for the Titans. Standout cross-country runner, J.C. Babb, one of the best in the history of T-Area.
Yes. Ooh, that's almost a moving screen. He got it.
Jarding, yep, good call. Jarding just trying to get around Babb. Couldn't do it. And now into the game, Clara Nelson, the 5'10" senior. To the bench goes Molly Anderson. So the Titans had Weber and Babb and Clayberg and Vasika and Hammerquist. And we haven't seen Mara Grant. Well, she's down there, okay. Just haven't seen her in a little while. Got me worried.
She's fine. She'll be okay.
Here is Clayberg, another forced pass. Vasika couldn't wrangle that one.
Her and Coach Bendy are getting to know each other.
Yep. And so Jarding gets fouled for the Titans. Jarding has 2 points, 2 rebounds on the night. Fouls on Babb, her first, team 4th. So free throws galore rest of the way.
Here's that awesome Jarding girl.
Now, if we're taking you away from watching your arrows, just say something. And
no, I'm not. No, okay. I'm fine. I'm good.
We got TT Tomahawk Tom Tosh down there. He can fill in for you. Anna Bindi back into the game.
I'm good. No, I'm just trying to maybe keep Scott Bendy, his old high school, up up to date, or
This is Jarding. Good. She's a 58%, now a 60% free throw shooter on the year. 8 points a night, 3 steals for Jarding. Titans a little sluggish, but you got to hand it to the
they're playing
Trojan
good defense.
defense.
Yep, they're playing good
Open
defense. There
three!
we go.
Count it! Clayberg assist by Vasika. 9-point lead.
That looked like one she had at the Corn Palace.
They didn't guard her at the Corn Palace. She had a lot of wide open threes, and she made 8 of 11.
Thank you.
And if she wanted to get stingy late in the game, she had some wide open ones too that she
could
passed
have
up.
She could have had the school record if she wanted it.
Well, she did.
She tied this. She has the school record?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I believe you.
I don't know why you're trying to cross Craig Clayberg here, the boss.
See, now you're trying to get me in trouble with the
Here
athletic
comes
director.
Weber bringing it up the court, top of the key, picks up her dribble, getting it into Vasika, that 10-foot line. She's got Clayberg in the corner again, throws up a wild shot.
Oh.
Player control foul is the call.
Did you put her?
Foul for the Titans, first on Vasika.
Did she put her head down? I didn't. I mean,
She's kind of out of control a
she
little
was
bit.
out of control.
I was hoping she'd look up and find Clayberg for a second 3 in a row and kind of get Clayberg going, but
yep.
I trust the judgment. I don't know about you. Of
I
Brad
always
Coleman
trust.
down
No,
there.
I always trust Brad. Yes.
Jump ball. That one's going to stay right here. 27 on the shot clock.
Nice job, Maya.
Tell Brad that you're questioning his calls.
I would never question Brad Coleman's calls. Never.
Emily Stoffren into the game. Jarding goes to the bench. Brad even was nice enough to wave to us that pregame down there. And then you're up here telling everybody he's a bad referee.
I know. I have never said that because
Look at Bendy.
There we go, Bendy. Nice job.
Bendy's a good athletic player that can get that done.
Because I did see that he was reffing the game that Derek Roby got his 300th career win for the O'Gorman Knights the other night.
Clayberg, no good off the back of the rim. Vasika will get that rebound. Boy, impressive by her.
Ooh.
Who's this going to be out on?
Probably Reese.
Yep.
It hit Reese before
Really,
an hour.
you saw Vasika getting in position while the shot was in the air.
Yep.
And I thought she was going to just get it and go back up. There's Mara Grant.
Yep, Mara's coming back in now.
Marvelous Mara into the game with 3:03 to go. Titans leading by 9. Their biggest lead of the first half has been 10
Twyla would agree with you that marvelous Mara.
so far. And I think she might be more of a Gabe guy. I don't know. Here is Jarding. Picks up her dribble. Kicks it out to Gehring. Now driving is Stoffren. No good. Rebound Vasika, her 9th board of the first half so far. Whirling dervish
There we
down
go.
the court.
Get in
Anna
there,
Bindi,
Anna.
corner 3.
Yes.
Good! Count it! Wide open, and Vasika found her for the biggest lead of the night. 12 with 2:30 to go. And is this when the Titans really start pulling away here? Top of the key.
Oh, wow.
Alex Bourne shoots a 3. No good. Ball to the Titans. West back into the game. She'll go in for Weber. It's a cousin for cousin thing.
Yeah,
know?
it is. It is.
And if you missed the pregame, we want to tell you 16 wins in a row for West Central.
Is that all?
And they've had just a phenomenal program.
They have.
Coach Caffrey has built over there, consistent and steady. They haven't had a losing season in 13 years.
See, I went
in
to
West Central.
I went to a state tournament when it was one of the A's tournaments in Watertown, and they ended up playing, a girl that's now at South Dakota State, Haley Timmer, and St. Thomas More, and they played them, I think, in the semifinals. And I think St. Thomas More, that was the year that St. Thomas More won like 3 in a row.
Oh, yeah.
And so I remember that. That was a great game, too, as in the semifinals of the state tournament in Watertown. Between West Central and St. Tommy Moore.
Winner, yep, winner. Winner, right?
What?
Winner?
St. Tommy Moore won that state tournament.
Oh, the winner.
Oh.
Warriors.
Oh,
Get it.
yeah. Winter Warriors were in there.
Indy out on the key. Here's West. Swings it around to Clayburg. Getting down to 2 minutes until halftime.
There we go. Nice.
Trojans really extending that defense.
2 in a row. Oh.
Great job to pull it out. Gehring was closing out on Bindi. Here's Mara Grant on the wing. She got hit on the wrist. She'll go back to the free throw line. Fouls on number 4. That's Raina Gehring, the 5'8 junior guard. Grant will go shooting 2, 80% free throw shooter. West Central was here the other night, and boy, they have a really nice looking wrestling program as well to go with a lot of other things they've been doing really well there. And Jeremy Eimers did the color on wrestling, did a phenomenal job. It's first time ever doing that, and we got an email from a nice West Central fan.
Yes.
Basket good. The rebound. Vasika gets the basket and 1. The Titans could have a 4-point possession here just when they needed it most. Now they've doubled up the Trojans 29-14, and so a nice email mainly about
You?
Jeremy Eimers.
Oh, okay.
Knows everything about wrestling. I was Captain Obvious that night, just reporting the very basic.
All right.
Vasika does make it 30-14, 1:55 to go. Titans pulling away. The band is going to play at halftime, and then Julia Hawk will come up and talk to
There's
us.
Jardine 3.
Jarding, no good. Rebound, Vasika, 10th rebound. She's got 14 points, 10 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals.
Double-double already.
Here in the first half. Another 3. Nope, off the front of the rim. No good. Rebound. Gehring. Here she comes. 90 seconds to go. Vasika tips it out of bounds. One hand catch by the guy that's cooler than the other side of the pillow down there. Brandon Valley's own Colin Knutson. Now
There you go.
T-Area's own
That's
Colin.
right.
Principal Knutson. 132
Exactly.
to go. Just
I was-
31 on the shot clock.
I was in his wife's class today. His wife is the librarian at Legacy Elementary School.
Steal by West. A great pass almost to Vasika. If it wasn't for that pesky Mara Schultz, she got the steal. And now traveling before
He kind of stepped
three-pointer.
into her three-pointer. And
Ayla Kramer. Speaking of nice emails, I believe we got one from her father a couple of years ago when Sister Addie played.
all right.
Very complimentary email. Of course, you frame those and hang them in your shrine in the living room here on the north side of T. Vasika finds West. West pump fakes, dribbles. Kicks it out to Clayburg. Here's Anna Bindi. She made one from there earlier.
She did.
Vasika on the baseline finds West. Skip pass, top of the key, Clayburg.
There you go.
Shoot that, Bindi.
There
She
you
will.
go.
Looks a little long. It is. And the rebound, Jarding,
You look good there.
the former Hawkeye. Here comes nice drive, kick out, Stafford. Stafford's shot off the front of the rim, no good. Rebound, Bindi. 45 on the game clock, 33 on the shot clock. Vasika, right-hand dribble, middle of the court, switches to her left, drives, kicks it out to Clayburg. Clayburg to Bindi. Bindi now drives, baseline, pulls up.
There you
shot
go,
good. Just like Mama Bindi did at USD. Baseline jumper good. Titans' largest lead of the night. 18. Shot clock is off. 27 on the game
There
clock.
you go.
Knocked out of bounds by Bindi.
That's athleticism by Dad there.
Absolutely not. Dad can make some good treats, but
All right.
Maya Weber is going to come back in for the Titans, for her cousin, of course, and 5 new Trojans are into the game. Casey Jatan, Molly Anderson, Clara Nelson, Mara Schultz with her 3 fouls, and Abby Thornton, sophomore. 18-point lead. Here's Schultz. She's an active player, just kind of takes a fall, gets knocked down, 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is off. 3-pointer by Thornton. Rolls around good, and one ref says 2, one says 3. What are they going to give her? They gave her 2. 10 seconds. Game clock. Shot clock off. Clayburg. Top of the key to Weber. She gets it to Vasika. She's thinking about a 3. 2 seconds. Got to pull it. It's going to be short. Off the front of the rim. Titans have doubled up the Trojans 32-16 so far. We will have Julia Hawk, but first, she's going to play in the band a little bit.
She's going to play in the band. She wants to play in her, play her instrument.
And she does that darn well.
She does.
In the meantime, we will go over the stats. But hey, let's do something a little different. We usually save this into the third quarter. Let's do our trivia right now, which is going to be Hartford trivia.
I'm ready.
You'll hear less on the mic. Producer Rick Williamson next to me will just give me the thumbs up or thumbs down. Les, I don't think you've won one of these this year, have you? I think maybe one.
Maybe one. Maybe I think I've won one. Nope. I've won one.
Okay.
Yep. I'm ready.
And we have let's call the half-court shot first.
Okay.
Because this is boys basketball coach Drew Weber. And if he misses this, if he tanks this, he's got a lot of his players in the crowd.
He does.
If he tanks this one,
I'll go watch his daughter.
There you go.
The winning ticket for tonight's match.
If he tanks this one, he's never going to hear the end of it.
There's our awesome stat guy, Mark Peterson.
He's up here. Weber is here all alone. Maybe it's not him. Maybe
it's not. He don't get to shoot it.
Oh,
no,
okay.
He don't
It's
get to
Derek
shoot
Anderson, a state standout golfer for the Titans and a junior here. Might need a haircut. I don't know. I'm getting old though.
Wow.
I think he should lose that hoodie thing he's got on there.
Oh no, that'll help him. That'll give him the wind velocity.
I don't know. He's a golfer. Let's see how the golfer does it. That looks pretty good.
Ooh, right
on
on
line. Looked like Keaton DeYoung's.
That's right.
Where he was right on line, just came up a little short. And the rebound by TT Tom Tosh, the Tomahawk.
Right.
Okay, we'll have to kind of talk over the band here, but we'll do our trivia a little early.
Okay.
True or false? Hartford, South Dakota. Okay.
Yep.
Hartford was actually named after Hartford, Connecticut.
True.
Les says true. Rick says false. We have a leader already. It is Les. That is true.
Yeah.
It's true. The founder of Meals on Wheels was born and lived in Hartford, South Dakota.
True.
You both say true. You are both wrong. It's variation. It's a young lady named Ruth Brinker, who's since passed on. She lived in San Francisco, born in Hartford, lived there, I think, until her 30s, but she provided meals for people with AIDS.
Oh, okay.
And kind of started a thing that's been copied numerous times by people, but very compassionate woman. And she started that, and it's still going on. She died a few years ago now, but it's still happening there. Okay, 1-0, Les leads. West Central High School is almost 100 years old. West Central High School.
False.
Les says false. Rick says true. You know, it used to be called Hartford High School. And in 1968, that all changed. Humboldt and Hartford decided, let's build another school and call it West Central. So, 1968.
So I got the lead now. Right?
We're gonna get you a calculator for next game because 68 to 23 is not 100 years.
That's what I said. I said false. He did. See, come on now.
I thought it was the other way around.
See,
Okay.
Geez. See,
Okay.
Thanks, Rick, for being honest.
Can Rick stay in this? West Central has the most Class A football titles in South Dakota history.
True. Yes. True. True.
You've got Winter,
But you got
Run. You've got Vermilion.
Washington Warriors.
You have to get this to be in the game, right?
True.
Les says true, Rick says false, and it's a whitewash in here tonight, folks. We have a white out in the student section and a whitewash in Rick's. False. It is West Central, I believe.
Woo!
The number is 13. They started winning them with Coach Utek.
Yep.
In not until 93 or 83.
Yep.
93, because the playoffs started in 83.
Yep.
And then Coach Mueller, he took over from there and kept it rolling. And now they're both gone.
Barry Mattis is now the head coach of the West Central Trojans
And
football
of course, as you know, Washington High School in Sioux Falls has more.
That's the one I was thinking about.
State titles than any other high school in America.
Yeah.
Because they had all the mythical titles throughout the years. This was going to be the tiebreaker, okay?
I already won. Woohoo!
It was going to be what number did one of the greatest players in South Dakota history, one of my favorite players, someone I'm still in contact with, his name is Josh Mueller. What number did he wear?
3.
Les says 3. And he went on to play at USD, and now I believe he's still living in Colorado. It's been a while.
I think so.
And Coach Kent is still around here.
Yep. He helps do their YouTube stuff.
He does sometimes, and he's
he
got gigantic hands, because when I'm shaking hands with him on the football field, giant hands, Kent Mueller.
Is it 3 or 33?
Les is trying to.
I'm trying to get.
What are you saying?
I'm saying 3, but I don't know. I'm saying 3.
3 was my first guess, but I'll go with
Okay.
1.
11. 1 was not legal when Josh played.
Oh.
11.
5.
It was 5?
So Les got the tiebreaker. It was 5, and he wore that at USD as well.
Okay.
Wore that for the. He played in the baggy shorts era to
Yes,
Josh
he did.
Mueller, and he wasn't afraid. Let's just be honest. Wasn't afraid to let you know when he made a basket.
Yep.
Okay. But he was, for a guy that's 5'11", 6 foot. One of the greats that has ever played, and I think he's in the 2,000 point club. South Dakota boys, which is only like 30, 35 guys that have,
Mike Miller's on that
have done it. Yep. So halftime. Let's go over the stats before we talk to Julia Hawk individually. For the Trojans, 4 points. That's their leading scorer. 4 points for both Jazel Jarding and for Casey Jatan, the 8th grader. They 2 points apiece for Anderson, Borns, Gehring, and also Abby Thornton. Leading rebounder is Thornton. She's got 3, and so does Jarding. 6 of 21 from the field for the Trojans. 0 of 7. So we told you they live by the 3, die by the 3. So you have nights like this, you're dying by the 3.
Yep.
0 of 7. They're 4 for 4 from behind the free throw line. 14 turnovers. I think they had a game earlier this year. It might have been the EPJ game where they turned it 30 times. So 14 turnovers by them. For the Titans, leading the Titans 14 points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals for Katie Masika tonight. The next leading scorer, Mara Grant, 8 points, 5 rebounds. And then you tell the band to keep it down a little bit. 5 points, Anna Bindi, all in the second quarter there. 3 points for Ellie Clayberg, 2 points for J.C. Babb. And for the Titans, their leading rebounder, of course, Masika, 11. Grant has 5. And the Titans have 4 steals, 14 turnovers themselves. So we talked about the careless turnovers first half, and that shows with 14. That might be the most they've had in the first half this year. 12 of 32 from the field, just 3 of 16 for the Titans. So these two teams shooting 3 of 23 combined. 5 of 7 from the free throw line. Titans have been a good free throw shooting team all year. They won the first quarter 14-8. They won the second quarter 18-8. Let's keep an eye on the third quarter. We've told you before that these Trojans have came out of the gates and really struggled in the third quarter. I think in 4 of their 5 games, they've failed to get double-digit points in the third quarter. So see if that plays in tonight. Weird how those things kind of trend with Caffrey, obviously a phenomenal coach over his 20 years in West Central, and why are they coming out and just being sluggish in the third quarter? I wonder if he scratches his head about that as well.
One of my favorite Titans is in the crowd tonight.
Jesse.
Well, one of them. I mean, he's one of them.
I don't play favorites.
Blake Thompson over there. I don't play favorites
He's
either.
almost mid-court.
He's mid-court right next to our basketball
Just
coach.
said you had one of your favorites was in the crowd.
I didn't say. Oh, I did. I didn't. I gave it away, didn't I? No.
Blake played football this year for Northwestern, one of the great all-time, all-around athletes, football and basketball. So the Titans, okay, 16-point lead. So they got a ways to go to get to that running clock.
They do.
Here come the Trojans out of the bench, and our halftime is almost over, and we didn't get to talk to Julia Hawk.
But she'll come up in the third quarter.
Get her up here in the third,
We'll
and
let her
so
talk in the third. I mean,
we're
you
gonna
don't need to listen to my voice.
interview her for a little bit in the third, and so
Boys have a big game tomorrow night in Madison. And then
so people will just have to watch at home and listen to Julia, and just imagine that the sweet sounds of Les Schroeder is calling the game.
But you have to work on a Monday night next Monday. A double header, too, by the way.
What is going on here?
Next Monday night, you got Canton Seahawks coming to town.
My good friend Jordan Fechner, Coach
That's
Fechner.
right.
So the Titans looking to inbound the ball, 7:50 on a Thursday night. The exhausted Les Schroeder, who's worked 3 days in the last 2 weeks, poor thing. Taking a sick day tomorrow, I'm guessing. He's going to leave me up here all alone. And so here comes Julia Hawk. T-area volleyball standout. Good job in the band.
Thank you.
You know, last time we played here at home, you guys were gone for holiday break.
Oh, yeah, I
it-
remember that one.
Just wasn't nearly as fun.
Not the right vibe.
No, I love the band, even though we got to talk over them, but that's okay. Hey, congratulations. Mount Marty commit for volleyball. Tell us first why the Lancers.
Well, it was kind of a last-minute thing, actually. I went to the Club Central tryouts
Yep.
in November, and their graduate assistant coach was actually there, and she came up and talked to me after the tryouts, and she was like, "Hey, where are you going to college? Have you committed?" And I was like, "No, I didn't really plan on playing." So she was like, "Well, if you want to play, maybe check out Mount Marty. I know they're looking." So I actually that night. I looked up what they're kind of about. They had a good nursing program.
Yep.
So, yeah, I emailed the coach that night, set up a visit, and the next week, me and the coach are the same person too. So,
Awesome.
yeah.
Awesome. Well, that's awesome. And what are you going to study there?
Well, I'm gonna do nursing. So,
Was that your plan all along?
well, last year I was gonna be a doctor, but I've always kind of known I wanted to go into the medical field, and then I changed my mind because I wanted to travel more.
Yeah.
So,
You could be a travel nurse.
exactly. Yep.
Titan 13-point lead here. Three-pointer by Jarding. I'm sorry, by Stoffren out of the break. Here's Vasika driving the baseline. Basket good. Okay, 21-year history of Tiria High School. 3 players have committed to play volleyball at the next level. Did you know that?
I know you told me one time, and I knew it was me and Ryan now. Who were the other
Abby
ones?
McIlvaina went to Dakota Wesleyan
Oh, okay.
back 6-7 years ago. She never played. She stayed 1 year and decided it wasn't for her. So you're in kind of, elite a group there of just not a lot of girls have been able to go on. And so that's cool for you. When did you, I guess you kind of answered this first, did you ever think about wanting to play college volleyball, or you think about it before that tryout?
Well, freshman, sophomore year, it felt like forever away. I didn't think about it, but I think club season of junior year, first time I ever tried a club team. I played for an Edgerton JO team.
Oh, okay.
I had so much fun. The coach was amazing, and that kind of made me oh, I really like this. I want to
Yep.
keep going with it. So,
The neat thing about playing in college is, and I was talking with Mark Peterson about this, he ran track for USD, was you're going to go into that freshman year and you're going to kind of already have your friend group. You're going to know people already when you go on campus, and then that's just your people. You're going to travel together and eat together, and it's just you have built-in, 20, 30 friends right there.
yeah, it was so nice. As soon as they announced it, on their Instagram page, I had so many of the girls, text me. They're like, hey. And then, I got a roommate out of it. I was like, okay.
And you're still close to home, but still kind of far away.
Yes.
What I noticed about you in volleyball is you kept getting better every year. And you had a good year your junior year. And then this year, you just kind of took off. And I wonder, when I watched you play, you played with a lot of joy, and you were very positive. And I wonder if that just almost contributed to it, because we're going to get to this in a little bit. You guys were 5-20 this year. How did you manage to stay positive? Let's just be honest, in a 5-20 year when things weren't going your way.
Well, I have so much more fun when I'm like, after every mistake, you see so many people, they just like shut down. And I'm like, why do that? Because we're here to have fun.
Yep.
We're here to play. And like, if you don't enjoy the game, I just don't understand why you're here, I guess. So that just made it so much more fun for me when I wasn't getting down on myself about my mistakes, because I used to do the same thing.
Yeah.
So
No point of doing that. 3-pointer by Clayberg is good. So let's say we have another tough season at some point. What advice would you have for players to get through that?
all I can say is that think of it as like nothing really, no mistakes you make really matter, you know?
Yep.
Like, if you just focus on these bad things like they're going to keep happening, you know? But if you focus on the positives, then you see so many players that are better. Like Sioux Falls Christian, playing them, they're an amazing team, one state.
Yep.
They are always like positive, and
Yep.
they do like their prayer devotionals before they welcome the team in, and they're like so positive. And that's why one of the reasons they're the best is because they're positive people. They're great people. I know their libero. I'm pretty good friends with her, and she's just such an uplifting person.
Is that
so.
Maddox still?
Yep,
Lavin?
Lavin. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite memory from volleyball this year?
This year, it definitely would have to be when we beat Beersford in the locker room. We had a big celebration. We dumped water all over Teen. That was pretty
Because
fun.
that was
so.
like his 100th or something, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
I think so, yeah.
I think so. Yeah. It's weird. You ask kids your favorite memories, and it's almost never something that happens in a game. It's always a bus ride or something in the locker room. And further just goes to show 5-20, you're not going to really remember that 5-20. You're going to remember all the other stuff in 5 years, 10 years.
Exactly.
What has volleyball taught you?
Well, I would definitely say it taught me how to roll with the punches, I guess.
Sure.
Like, you're going to see so many different scenarios in games. Like, one time I think in practice, Mara hit me in the face. And it was like, you just got to roll with it, you know? And that
Yep.
was one of the things that was like, just keep going.
Yep.
Don't focus on it.
Yeah. You're a standout not only on the classroom, but also in the music rooms. Tell us about your accomplishments. You know, you're not just a Julia Hawk volleyball player. You're a great student and a great musician. What have you accomplished musically?
Well, music has always been like a big thing for me since like 5th grade. So in high school, I've done a lot of all states, like band, orchestra, choir, show choir. I went to senior honor choir these past 2 summers, and that was a blast. Regional honor choir my freshman year.
Yep.
That was a lot of fun. And a music award I got was my freshman year was the Destiny Karpinen Memorial
wow.
Music Award. Yeah, like that meant a lot to me because
Yes.
she was such a great person from everything that I've heard about her, and
Yep.
being like the one person chosen for that just was crazy.
Yep. Destiny, for those who don't know, before her freshman year even started in T, was killed in a plane crash with her grandpa, and was just really talented and loved the music program. And so whoever wins that award every year, that's really special. You know, your influence and encouragement was really neat to see with the younger girls. I know what they think about you, and I, you know, someone like you will live on, you know, just for how well you treated people, and you're going to motivate those young players to do the same thing you did as a senior. And I asked Coach Teen to say something about you.
Oh.
And he said, Julie was the winner of the Titan Award at the end of the year banquet. He said, many greats before her have earned that award as well. Julia's attitude, effort, commitment, selflessness was shown on display as her time as a Titan. I always enjoyed when Julia would ask to get extra practice after practice to work on different aspects of her game. He wishes you the best as she continues her career at Mount Marty. So I asked him, would you say something? And he was like, right away. He was like, absolutely. So I'm really proud of you. I think you're gonna be a great addition to the team, just because you're a great teammate and you're coachable and you're fun, and they're darn lucky to have you. And you just kept getting better. That's how I remember you. You just kept getting better, and not only that, but you were always so positive, even when we were losing 3-0, and you were still smiling. And that's hard to do. That's really hard to do. So we'll remember you for a long time.
Yeah, well, thank you for having me.
Yeah.
I'm so excited to continue playing.
I know,
so.
it's so much fun, and it takes a lot of work, but you're good enough smart enough to be able to handle all that, and it's hard, but there's so many good things that go with it too. So you'll be great. We'll keep an eye on you.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank you, Julia Hawk. This one, 32-16 at halftime. Vasika gets the Titans on the board. 32-16 at halftime. So the Trojans, have gone on a little bit of a run. Titans leading by 11. You saw the 3 by Jarding. You saw the 3 by Clayberg. What else have I missed, Les, while I was talking with Julia?
Well, it looks like West Central's come out and really kind of put more pressure on us defensively, and kind of, when they're in the half court, he calls that red, and that's a half court trap, and they're coming at you hard, and you have to move the ball faster. And we're just kind of holding it right now and kind of wanting one player to kind of do the to try to score for us.
Proving the third quarter through,
exactly.
blowing that out of the water.
Yeah,
They've already scored 12 points here.
Exactly.
We look like, just watching, especially the third quarter, we look like we're forcing a lot of stuff.
We are. Yep. We
really
are.
playing helter-skelter, not being a little sticky with the ball. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of something that we haven't done all year. But let's be honest, we haven't been challenged a lot this year, and so this is okay. 11-point lead for the Titans. 90 seconds now to go. Third quarter. 3-pointer up in the air. Good. Count it. By Abby Thornton for the Trojans.
This kind of reminds me of the Brandon Valley game all over again.
Yep, where we were pulling away. We were up by 20 in this game, and now here they come.
Yep.
And I know, talking with the coaches, and that's going to be a really unfortunate call for the Trojans, but they still get the ball on the jump. But great defensive play there by Casey Jatan.
It was. We just look a little rattled out there.
Yeah, and that's okay. Stoffering back into the game.
Yep.
We had those games where we were kind of almost, I'll just say it, kind of were like bored because we were blowing teams out so bad.
Yep,
and that's good to be clicking on all cylinders. I know when we talked to Coach Shoresman after the Brandon game, he appreciated the challenge that they put forth. Shot and missed. J.C. Babb, that would have made it a 5-point game.
Yeah, if Jarding would have knocked that one down.
West Bindi in the corner. She's already made one from there. Gets stopped by Thornton. Kicks it back out. West. There's Babb. She's not going to shoot that. Top of the key, West. Here is Katie Vasika. Gets double teamed again. Into the corner, Babb. Here's Bindi. And I notice Grant is on the bench. Here she comes again. West with a 3 off the front of the rim. She'll get her own rebound. Drives this time. Kicks it off to Hammerquist. Corner. Vasika drives.
There we go.
Just misses that one. Knocks it out of bounds. Trojan basketball. Shot clock off. 31 seconds on the game clock. If I tell you with 30 seconds to go in the third quarter
that they'd only be down 8,
and they could possibly only be down 5, would you have believed me?
No, I would not have.
Well, I had more faith in West Central than that. I just want to tell everybody that.
I have faith in West Central.
Bournes gets the ball in the elbow. Here's Thornton driving. Going to be a foul on, and they call that on the Trojans. And now the referees are going to get together.
Oh, yep, that was on Bendy. Yeah, they called. Bendy was there. They thought, yep. All right.
It's a veteran referees there.
That was,
because that was Jastrom getting the call wrong, and then Forstrom coming over and correcting him, and Jastrom just having the confidence to not get upset about it or anything. He just said, yep, you're right.
Good way to drive them off the three-point line.
And that's going to be a travel. Yep.
There we go, yes.
Caffrey says she was pushed a little bit.
She might have been. I might agree with him.
14 seconds on the game clock. Vasika brings it up, left-hand dribble, middle of the court. Here's the Grant, 10-foot line. They come out and guard her on that. No call there. Rebound, Vasika. Boy, she got there quickly, and she goes hard to the floor and holding her head, and you heard that up here.
You did.
With the headphones on.
Yes.
And you worry about elbows, knees, head.
Concussion.
And you see our trainer up down there on the floor. And we've got headsets on up here.
Yep, and you heard that hit.
And you heard
Yep.
More than one hit, so. Yeah, good to get her out of the game and maybe and trade her. Stover brings her over to check her out. Bindi pulls up.
Good try,
almost had it.
Good
8-point Titan lead, 39-31. And so we talked about the Trojans struggling in the third quarter. The Titans did just that themselves. Lost the third quarter 15-7.
Yep.
And so with Katie Vasika now going off with the trainer. I don't know where they went. He not by his trainer table over there, but they might have gone out in the hall or something like that. She says she's okay, but yeah, you got to get her out of there and get her checked out.
Yep. You just got to refocus now and kind of. It's a senior-laden team. You know, Maya Hayden, Mara. You know, get the troops settled down, and now just play basketball.
I like the minutes Bindi's getting here.
Yes.
5 points.
Yep.
She almost had a buzzer-beating shot there. It'll serve them well. She's going to go out on the floor here for the fourth quarter. This will help them down the stretch.
It will.
Bab out there as well. And so no sign of Vasika yet, but being
She's
cautious.
back here.
Here
She's
she
come.
comes.
Yeah, she's come back. She'll be here. You know, I don't want to say, you know, by the way, so I'll give you a Watertown Brandon Valley update. 2 minutes left in the game, and the Brandon Valley Lynx are 56-33. And when we played them, didn't we say that the Brandon Valley is going to keep winning now?
Are you just deflecting
I
down
am.
low to Grant?
No.
The Titans have missed just a ton of shots in the paint. I'd love to see a shot chart.
Oh, you're saying that I was going for the
If
Watertown arrows, and then I switched my thing?
Knocked out of bounds by Bindi. You did pick him pregame today. I said BV all day long.
Oh, okay.
And
Well,
now I think you're trying to deflect into saying that you said Brandon Valley is going to be good at the end of the year. Well, it's not the end of the year. 25 seconds on the shot
that's right.
clock.
You're right. You're right.
8-point Titan
No,
lead.
you called me out. I had Watertown
No,
winning
you
that
said.
one. No, I know I had Watertown
in,
winning
in
that one
our
today.
game when we
Yep.
played them, you said they would be good at the end of the year.
I
I
did.
disagreed with you.
Well,
As
they're
our
three-
game went
hey.
on, I agreed with you, and I talked to Coach Zare. That's off the.
Well,
so-
after today, they won at the Corn Palace on Saturday.
Okay, listen, my friend.
And now they're gonna
I'm
be
agreeing with you.
They're going to be 3-3
Are you
after
one of my
tonight.
kids?
They're going to be 3-3 after tonight.
I agreed with you eventually
you
because
did.
they did look good down the stretch. And I
Yes.
talked to Coach there after the game, and I said, I think you guys will be right there.
Yep.
at
Oh,
the
there's
end of the
starting
year.
three.
That's a good three-pointer. I thought
Yep.
that was good.
I did
Mara
too.
Grant, the rebound to Vasika. Grant's 7th rebound to go with 8 points. Vasika, 18 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists in this one. Weber in the corner. West doesn't go to her, picks up her dribble. This is Bab off the right wing. 7 minutes to play in this one. Still 8-point lead.
Yep,
Still the
anybody's
Titans have
game.
only
Yep.
scored 7 points in this third quarter. They came in averaging
There you
almost
go.
70 a
Nice
night.
look.
Nice
There you go.
pass to Grant. Marvelous Mara Grant. Solid as granite. 10-point
Oh,
lead for the
wow.
Titans.
That's impressive.
Great tip away there by West, and then
yeah.
Weber almost gets it. And maybe it's because they have matching shoes. Maybe that's why they called that one
It's a cousin thing.
on her. Anderson back into the game for the Trojans. She's been quiet. 26 a couple nights ago, just has 2 now. Bindi back into the game, and also Clayberg back into the game. Ellie choosing not to wear sister's number. I think that was dad's number, I think.
Oh, okay.
At Southwest Minnesota State. Is that
All
right?
right. All right.
Bindi with the rebound. Nice looking game for Bindi. 5 points, 2 rebounds, 1 steal so far. Here comes Vasika. Left-hand dribble, left
you
side
go.
of the court. Bindi
Good finish.
cut down the lane
There
and
you
then
go.
dished it off to Mara Grant. Bindi, maybe the coming out party for her. Grant finished strong. Now it's a 12-point lead, and that might be a travel. It might be a foul.
Oh,
It's a
on the
foul
ground.
on the floor.
Yep, on the ground. What did brother wear then in high school for football?
He wore 10,
Okay.
I believe.
Okay.
Played a little wide receiver and a long snapper, and then went and played college football at Northwestern.
Yes, he did.
Trojans inbounding, 35 seconds on the shot clock, 6:18 to play in this one. Until Les gets to go to Dairy Queen, driving the baseline. It's Jatan, the 8th grader, kicks it out. Three-pointer's going to be long
There you go, Hayden.
by Borns. And then did West touch it? She did. You
Well,
see the
Jardine hustled after that and knocked it off West
Yeah.
to give them possession.
good hustle play. So 26 on the
Yep.
shot clock. Coach Caffrey says, where do I get it? They say right down here in the baseline. He says, I'm going to draw up a play that you've never seen before when we come out of this timeout.
Give it to Jarding. No.
And so we thank Julia for joining us.
Yeah, that was awesome. You know, Julia, I think Rick will agree with me, when she was in 7th and 8th grade, she was on the B team on the 8th grade team, and then gradually moved her way up the scales from her freshman year to her senior year. And Coach Teen was really happy with how she finished her career.
Absolutely. T Wrestling the other night improved to 7-3 on the year with the 59-17 win over Lennox. The Titans then fell to West Central 42-27, a really nice looking West Central wrestling team that's already beat 4 AA. You know, they don't have that in wrestling. The 4 Sioux Falls schools, they beat Jefferson twice, Roosevelt, Washington, but I was really impressed with their wrestling program. Man, it got loud in here on Tuesday with that
that'd
wrestling.
be cool.
6 minutes to go, 12-point lead, driving and throwing up a left-hand shot. No good was Jatan, the 8th grader. And Mara Grant almost throws it away. Here comes Vasika. Right-hand dribble, right side of the court. Dribbles it down. He's going to swing it across to Clayberg into the corner.
Clayberg had a shot.
Clayberg.
Yeah.
And
Ooh, nice
great
look.
pass
Yes,
by
nice
Clayberg
look.
and West, and then the block. Big block by Alexa Bournes, 5'10" senior. Here come the Trojans, still down 12. Titans have only scored 11 in the second half. Big hiccup for them, but credit these Trojans' defense. They've really extended their defense. Turnaround, left-handed jumper. Good for Alexa Bournes. Gets the block down on the defensive end, comes down on the offensive end. Left-handed turnaround shot is good for Bournes. She'll go to the free throw line where she's 40% on the year. 2 dribbles, spins the ball just like Les used to do. 2 more dribbles, spins the ball again.
Yep.
No problem. Bournes, 3-point play. Into the game comes J.C. Babb for Anna Bindi. And so Grant, Vasika, Babb, Clayberg, West on the floor for the Titans. For the Trojans, you've got Jatan and also Anderson and Jarding and Thornton. And then underneath the basket is Bournes. No good. Rebound. Mara Grant almost gets it, and that's
She's calling it up, Mara.
interesting call. Her first, 4th on the Titans.
Oh,
none on the Trojans.
Are you doubting Mr. Brad Coleman
That's
now?
That's my ex-teammate. I can do that.
All right, I'm just saying, because you got on me earlier in the game for doubting Brad Coleman, so it was Brad Coleman's call there. So.
Oh, ball knocked away. No one on the right side of the court saw it. Trojans driving down
Jarding.
8, turnaround, Jarding, good. 5 in a row now for the Trojans. They've been doing this all night. Titans think they're pulling away, and then here comes the Hartford High, formerly Trojans. Now they throw it away. Babb gives chase to Anderson. Anderson, count the basket and the foul. 7 in a row for the Trojans. 5 fouls now on the Titans, none on the Trojans. It was the opposite in the first quarter. 5-point lead for the Titans. This is the closest it's been in quite a while.
Yep.
And now Weber comes in for Babb. So to the line, Molly Anderson, 50% free throw shooter on the year. 5'7" junior, quiet Jim.
Too quiet.
No good. Rebound Vasika. Still a 2-possession game for the Trojans. Vasika's got 18. Grant's got 12. Clayberg's got 6. This is Weber.
That was Vasika's 15th rebound.
Yeah. Skip passes galore. This one from Clayberg
There
to
he
Vasika.
goes. Oh.
In and out, no good. Rebound Weber. Vasika cuts down the lane. That one's no good off the back of the rim. Titans have missed so many shots in the paint tonight. It's unbelievable. 43-38. I was watching the EPJ game the other night, and their announcer said that basket's got a lid on it, and that's the
for tonight.
south basket here for the Titans.
Yep, there we go. Good
Steal by Vasika. Grant was going for it. She falls down. So does Bournes for the Trojans. Great finish, big time. Vasika started out on the right side of the basket, wrapped it around on the left side, finished with her right hand. Jarding, top of the key. This is Stoffren. Drives. Vasika had a swat, but she was fouled before. 6th team foul on the Titans. Still, the Trojans have yet to be whistled for one. But again, that's how the first quarter was.
Oh, all right. See?
7-point lead, 3:59 to go. And Trojans, and they originally called that on the ground, I thought, but now they're going to the free throw line.
Well, it's 5. We got five. Remember?
Okay. Yep, you're right.
You shoot
50% free throw
Yep.
shooter on the year is Abby Thornton, the 5'10" super sophomore. First one is up and off the left-hand side of the rim. And so the basket by Vasika snapped an 8-0 run for the Trojans. Coach Johnston not sitting back in those bleachers anymore. He's leaning on his right knee.
Yep.
And full timeout here for Coach Caffrey,
Be ready.
20-year coach.
Be expecting a press here. Be expecting a 1-2-2 probably, where they get after it a little bit more. We got to handle the ball and get it inside.
Jackson Cheddar for the Titans picked up win number 100. He won both of his matches
Sweet.
the other night.
I remember, yes. Kristen Turek was talking about that. She was watching your broadcast down in Vermilion that night. She was keeping me up to date on that.
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah, Jackson, great kid, a senior, and he's been a standout wrestler for the Titans. And I talked to him the night before the match, and he knew he was sitting on 98. So
There you go.
he got her done. Congratulations to Jackson.
Yes. When's the wrestling team play again, or go have another match?
We are at home again, I think, on the 28th, and so that's just the one versus one. Us, and what's happening there is Rapid City. I think it's Central is coming in to Sioux Falls, and Coach Neeson just said, "Hey, you want to stop and tea that night?" I think it's a Friday night, and just have a quick match. And so it's a good-looking Rapid City team.
Okay.
And so we will have that broadcast. Get your Jeremy Eimers fix there, and then we also host regions. So we'll call that. That should be a pretty wild time in the T area gymnasium here at Thunder Alley. 6-point lead, Titans under 4 minutes to go. West brings it up the court, right-hand dribble, right side of the court. I'm sorry, that was Weber, and now she hands it off to West, and now the Trojans with 3:50 to go are on the clock for fouls. Works in their favor. They can be really aggressive here down the stretch. Maybe not quite yet, but they can. You like to see people when they're in that mode to have the foul, to maybe try to be aggressive and get a steal first.
This is a key possession for the Titans to get to go up.
West to Vasika, top of the key. She swings it over to Weber. Almost.
One more. Here we go.
No hesitation three. But
there
Ellie
you go.
Clayberg! Third three of the night. 9-point lead, 3:30 to go. She knew exactly what she was going to do.
My key in the pregame show.
Right wing, no good. Rebound. Mara Grant.
Nice rebound,
Her
Mara.
10th of the night. Another double-double for Mara Grant and Katie Vasika. Two of the best rebounders in T area history.
One more.
And that was West turned down the three, got it to Clayberg, top of the key, Vasika. Now Clayberg drawing a double team. No one here on the right side for the Titans to swing it to.
Their top girls are going out on our three-point shooters.
And there is West. Good patience there. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Vasika on the wing. She'll one dribble, pull up, shoots it. Good! Vasika just got it in. 12-point lead. Coach Caffrey swings his arms in the air. He liked where they were a lot better a minute ago. 12-point lead now for the Titans. 2:40 to go. Thornton throws up a three. Good!
Wow.
Abby Thornton, the sophomore, answers with a dagger of her own. No doubter three. 51-42. 9-point lead. 2:30 to go. Clayberg thought about it. Gets it to West in the corner. Too early in the shot clock for that. We saw her against Brandon shoot 2 threes late, early in the shot clock. The good news from that is it looked like she learned from it. She didn't do that tonight.
This is the same score it was against Vermilion right now.
15 seconds on the shot clock. I'm surprised Vasika tried to dribble that in. She dribbled it in and knocked away by the Trojans. 2:05 to go.
There we go.
Vasika now comes down. She's going to get called for the foul, and that's a tough call for her.
Tough call.
Especially with 7 fouls now on the Titans in the fourth and just 1 on the visiting team. So to the line, Molly Anderson, 50% on the year. First one good. 8-point game. Into the game, J.C. Babb will give West a little bit of a breather. Anderson will get another one. She was quiet most of the game. She's came alive here. This will be her 6th point if she makes it of the second half. Good looking free throw. Great rotation. Timeout, Coach Caffrey. Does he have 10 timeouts tonight?
It seems like he does. He's got a full.
He still has, I think, 1 left after this. But boy, he's called a lot of timeouts.
So,
you want to talk about what we've got going on?
Well, so tomorrow our boys go to Madison, our C team, plays at 5 o'clock, and then our JV 6:15, and our varsity 7:30ish around there in Madison, South Dakota tomorrow night. Got to get that bad taste out of our mouths from a Vermilion game, that loss, so we can even our record at 4-4.
Yeah.
And then you have to, like I said earlier, you have to work on a Monday night because we got Canton Seahawks coming to town for a boys and girls doubleheader on a Monday.
Yep.
So girls and boys, I think the girls start at 6 and the boys are thereafter, and JV. And I think the C teams are in the middle school, JVs are here in the high school, and then the varsities. And then the girls go over to our first AA game, our second AA game of the season since we played Brand Valley earlier. Going over to Sioux Falls Jefferson on Thursday the 11th, Thursday night. And then we got mirror scheduling for the next two. The Watertown Arrow, or I'm sorry, the Aberdeen.
Mirror scheduling.
Aberdeen Central is first on that Saturday.
Worst invention in sports.
The boys go up to Aberdeen on that Saturday.
Mirror scheduling.
And the girls are coming here for that at 3 o'clock. So we have to work on a Saturday as well.
That's all right.
And then the following Tuesday is the Watertown Arrows, where the boys go back up there. Oh, darn it.
Interesting, the Titans are having Bab bring it up the court, a sophomore. She dribbles it out of bounds, and now she's coming out of the game. West will come back in, learning moment for Bab there.
Yep.
She will play a big part of this Titans team
Down the
going
stretch.
on in the future. 2 minutes to go. So what the Titans want to do here, try to deny the three-pointers, try to make West Central take time off the clock.
Yep.
No good. Rebound.
There we go,
Vasika,
Katie. Nice rebound.
16th of the night. And now the Titans, clock is their friend. They want to just spread out and pass this around, take care of the basketball. Even if they run this clock down and don't even get a basket, it's still a win. So they want to just keep. And there's a foul by West Central, and they've got plenty to give. They've got 3 more before the Titans shoot. So good news is for them, Titans aren't shooting free throws. Bad news is that shot clock resets. So now 1:34 on the game clock, 35 on the shot clock. I'd like to see Vasika run into the backcourt there so she doesn't get trapped in that half-court line after the inbound.
Yeah, I'm surprised they're not trapping more.
Here's Vasika dribbling around, right hand
there
dribble
they come.
into the corner. Grant does the right thing, dribbles it out. Risky cross-court pass. Clayberg from the corner. That would maybe steal it. Bam! Ellie Clayberg, fourth trifecta.
I was just going to say that might have been early in the shot clock, too. I mean, we still had 20 seconds on the shot clock, but that was a great-looking shot.
But we said it against Brandon. She took too late and missed, but we said it that night that we liked the confidence because they were no doubters.
Exactly.
Her last 2 that she made here tonight were no doubters. She was putting them up and splash. She made them. And let's not forget, in the far corner, she did turn one down that she about shot early in the shot clock a couple possessions ago. So I love the confidence, and she's going to go down. You know, you can already tell one of the greatest, if not the greatest, three-point marksman in
Maya Weber fouled out, by the way.
T history. Maya Weber gets to go to the bench early. And now to the line, Bournes, 40% free throw shooter on the night. Missed her first one, makes that one. 6 points now for Bournes. 6 points for Jarding.
I thought I was hearing birds in here from our crowd.
6 points for Jatan and 8 points for Anderson and 11 points for Thornton. A lot of whistling going on. Doesn't bother that one at all.
Nope.
Lexa Bourne says, whistle away. I'll just make my free throws. Here comes Vasika. Boy, quick as a whistle. Down the court. There's Clayberg. Great job. She'll just back that one up. Clock is your friend. Titans leading by 8. So not over yet.
Nope.
And, boy, West Central. Oh, boy. They're going to count it. Count
it!
Vasika! Through the lane. Basket good. 25 points. 16 rebounds. 5 assists. 3 steals. And it's just another night in the gym for Katie Vasika. 10-point lead for the Titans, 45.
Coach looks on.
3-point basket good, 26 points. And that one's probably going to do it unofficially. 11-point lead now for the Titans. And, boy, Mara Grant is going to pick up her third
She's
foul.
being aggressive yet.
And Titans are winning on the score. They're winning on the foul count, too. Yeah. Everybody playing for the Titans right now has at least 2, but hey, 3 of the players for the Trojans have 3, so pretty even.
That's right.
To the line is Thornton, 50% free throw shooter on the year. 5'10 sophomore. Had a big 3 moments ago. She's their leading scorer with 11 and 12. And so 10-point lead exactly. Titans, if they want to, almost too quick of a pass there to Vasika, but she got her feet inbounds. Clayburgh splits the defenders, gets out of it. Good job. Back to Vasika. And West Central still defending, but Titans, I mean, if they don't shoot, the shot clock will go off. West Central would only have a couple. Mara Grant splits the defenders, gets out of it, passes to West. 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 11 seconds. And Vasika might just
dribble this out, take the shot clock violation.
Or shoot a long three at the buzzer.
No. She'll take a shot clock violation.
Yeah, and that's going to be it. Trojan fans putting on their coats ahead of us. And, yeah, it's a 10-point loss. Snaps a 16-game streak for the Trojans, but Caffrey can't be too upset with this. They've played some teams and have really came up on the short end, but aside from their 48-point win or 58-point win in Baltic, this has got to be maybe the best they've ever played.
It's looked like that. Yeah, they played really well tonight. We just made plays down the stretch when we needed to, and hit some free throws, and got the nice win.
You got to love it that 12 for Clayburgh, 12 for Grant, 10 rebounds, and you got to love when it's kind of hard like this, but you still get the win.
Yes.
And is Coach Shorsman coming up right away?
He is.
Well, 16-game losing streak to the Trojans is gone by the wayside. But, boy, did they fight tonight, huh, those West Central Trojans.
Yeah, I tell you what, and, one of the things, too, is that our defensive effort had to be there tonight, and at least, we were able to do that. Offensively, things really weren't falling. I thought we had a lot of really good looks, and they just weren't falling.
Yeah, a lot of shots in the paint.
A ton of shots in the paint that weren't going, and when we shoot 36% from the field, that's not a recipe for success. So it was well played by them. I thought that they capitalized on a lot of our mistakes. I think we had 14 turnovers at the half. We did. We only had 18 second half or total. So, I mean, it was one of those things where, you have those nights, I guess. And coming out of, I don't know, looking at some of those little bunnies that we have, we just got to get out of those funks too.
Yep.
Maybe get to the free throw line, little things like that. We really worked the ball around a lot better in that second half, I thought. But that's the thing, is that they came out on a run, and I don't think it was really our defensive effort. I thought it was really our lack of offense that led to some of their buckets.
Yeah, they had been a team that had struggled in the third quarter for whatever reason. Coach Caffrey's a great coach. They won that third quarter 15-7 somehow, and we said in the game we'd love to see a shot chart, how many we missed in the paint. They had 14 turnovers at halftime. You guys did too. They only had 4 turnovers in the second half, did the Trojans, and the team that's
sorry, I was looking at the wrong one. Yeah, so we had 10 in the second half. Yeah, so we had 24 total, and yeah, I mean, and we're a team that we can shoot a lot better than that, and I thought the looks were there. I really did. Some of the threes first half were a little bit deep, but I thought that a lot of the bunny shots, they were there. Mara Grant, those are things that she usually makes, and but hey, you grind one out, and that's what good teams, that's what they do. So.
Yeah, and the thing that stood out to me was Ellie Clayburgh, somewhat quiet, hits 2 threes late in the game that really helped you. You got to love that out of a sophomore. And they looked like something else I noticed, she had a 3 early in the shot clock, far corner, and she thought about taking it and kicked it back out, because in the Brandon game, she kind of took a couple ones early, and it seems like she learned from that maybe.
Yeah, I thought we do a lot better job since that Brandon game of really working that ball around. You saw that a few of the possessions tonight were really deep in that shot clock, but where they start to come back and get little runs on us is when we're early. And we really need to work on that. But like I said, there were some good things that happened tonight too. And, field goal percentage, not great. But at the same time, I thought our girls really didn't give up. And we can learn from this,
And to talk about how many bunnies you missed, you had more offensive rebounds than defensive rebounds tonight, which is almost impossible.
Right.
And, you're right. Those shots are going to go in the paint. And Katie Vasika, another monster night, 26, 16, 5 assists, 3 steals, and a block.
Yeah.
And Mara and Ellie each 12 points. And I thought Bindi off the bench, came in
Yeah.
and did some really good things. 5 points, got a couple rebounds.
She really did. And then, a couple of our starters, I think that, Maya and Hayden, Maya looking at four assists, two turnovers, but we're not scoring, any points out of that tonight, which, usually they give us some. And I think that going forward, we'll see that. So
we said that pregame where they've both been kind of sneaky. You look up at the end of the game, and they've had 6, 7, 8 points each game, and didn't go that way tonight. But you're going to have these, and it's you've won pretty. It's good to win ugly.
Hey, you know what? We've been on the wrong end of a lot of these, so it's good. It's good. So
8-0 is a great thing.
Hey, we'll take it. Like I said, 1-0. That's what we're looking at. Now we'll look at the next one up. So
congratulations.
thank you.
See you
Thanks,
later.
you guys. Appreciate you.
You betcha. There he goes. Coach Shoresman, nice enough to come up right away. He knows Rick Williamson wants to get home and watch the Wild tonight. So a lot of credit to West Central. And, you look up and see them at 1-4 and now 1-5. It's hard to believe with what Coach Caffrey has done there. And we saw just like Brandon. Yeah, Brandon is down just like West Central is, but boy, well-coached team and fought hard tonight.
Yes, they did. It was a fun night to get the Titan victory.
We went down the score kind of for the Titans for the Trojans. 12 points, 5 rebounds for Abby Thornton off the bench. Good job by her. 6 apiece by Jatan, Stoffern, and Jarding. 8 points for Molly Anderson. And I don't know if you didn't hear this, but we had more turnovers in the second half than they did, and we had more. We talked about the bunnies we missed. So did Coach Shoresman. We had more offensive rebounds than we did defensive rebounds for the game, which is almost you never ever see that.
Wow, you never do see that. And West Central will be there. And I'm just going to go with my Brandon statement because I think West Central in that Region 3 that they're in with Sioux Falls Christian, and that region, they're going to be there in the end, and they'll be fighting for a SODAC 16 spot.
Yeah. Well, that's it. You got to love it. Titans moved to 8-0. I don't think we've ever been 8-0 in the 21-year history of the school.
No.
And we beat West Central for the first time in 16 years. And so, a great night. I'm sorry you got to work tomorrow.
Hey, it's a Friday. We're good. We got basketball tomorrow night, so I'm okay. I mean,
all right.
We're over at Madison tomorrow night to end our losing streak, so we're okay.
Next time we're on the air, is it Monday?
Monday the night or whatever day that is. Yep, Monday against Canton.
Producer Rick Williamson, my partner Les Schroeder. I'm Shad Hockey. Titan fans, celebrate tonight. See you next time. Bye-bye.